Giving you all a chance to get in here. Guys always ask me about my dagger. This is not a toy. It's about 10 pounds. Trying to show you how hard it is. Giving you all a chance to get in here. I want to do this deep video today. Hopefully everyone's well. Peace and wisdom, Joshua Hall, and everyone else. Of course, you guys see the title. Subscribe to the channel. Click the bell as well. And visit the website wiseservant.org. Check out the pricing plans I have up there. Like I said, I was just showing you guys, well, I wasn't showing you guys my knife, but I was showing you guys that it's not a toy. Like I said, a lot of you guys asked me about it. It's about 10 pounds. Pretty long. Meaning, I know on TV or YouTube, you can't really see it right, but it's a deep thing to behold in person. Main thing is it's not a toy. So stop offering me stop offering me little toy money for it. And so plus a little foul head open. They got a lot of body. You feel me? Gotta know your relics, but I'm Chief Elder if this your first time. Old gray-haired one. I know you're looking, you say, who's this little kid? I'm the elder. Whoever y'all watching is the little kid, but I take care of myself by sharpening my knife. I make sure I keep my diet and everything together. My diet is this. I sharpen this thing, big baby. Now, on a serious note, hopefully everyone's well. Peace and wisdom, Marcel Savago. Michael O2 said, do you have a fork to go with the knife? Yeah. That's good. If you new here, I like to play. I ain't a stick up the asshole teacher. Ain't no need for all of that, but don't get on my nerves. I'm sure they told you I'm quite mean and whatever else. Now I want to do this deep video for all my black people out there. I know there's a never-ending debate in regards to black people's nationality. Some of you like to say we're Pan-African. Some of you guys like to say we're Native Indian, American Indian, Native and Indigenous, that thing. Now, when exactly does the debate end? Because until the debating ends, so the people stuck. That part. Y'all been debating for many years now. Who won? Nobody. That part. And And so you can't get stuck on stupid. It's never good. It's never good in the end. Now, if you're a nationality seeker, today's your lucky day. Listen closely. Nationality has to do with place, not people. I'm going to say that again for those of y'all that missed it. Nationality has to do with place, not people and heritage. Y'all are seeking truth by means of lie. If you lost, every country you can think of has people ranging from white to black, and their nationality is the name of the country. Nationality don't have nothing to do with skin color and people. It have to do with a place. If a Chinese family sneak to America and they have a baby here, man, that Chinese baby is American, but his family ain't. You say, no, he Chinese. They won't let his ass in China without his visa pass, because that boy American. In that, his family might be able to stay in America and get visas themselves, because nationality got to do with place, and it always did. Nationality don't got to do with your family heritage. It don't got to do with nothing. They got to do with people. They got to do with places. You go to any nationality or country, the people will range from white to black, taking on the same nationality, which has to do with the place. Not their family's last name, not a bloodline, none of that. Just a place. Now y'all are seeking out y'all heritage by way of lie. Meaning nationality is just something people make up when they conquer a place or establish one. And all the citizens of that place, they take on that name. That part. Now how y'all having a debate over our nationality, and nationality fake? Makes absolutely no sense. Meaning y'all playing Halloween, it's not even Halloween time. So we playing Africans and Indians. Cowboys and Indians. Black chicks playing witch. They playing witchy poo. Everybody seem to have lost their mind. So, if at any point y'all have any questions, y'all make sure y'all ask. Now, y'all have this debate about the nationality of people. Nationality got to do with place. Even the European countries. So you got Caucasian or European people that are black. And if you look at their documentation, it's going to say they are European or Caucasian, but they're black but not be here like you. You know how that happened? Because nationality got to do with place, not people. You trying to find your heritage and your true nationality. It's like to say you trying to find a lie. And so, y'all stuck at a never-ending debate if we Native Indians are Pan-Africans. Then after y'all come to the conclusion that we are one or the other, y'all will come to realize that they never said, we're gonna give you guys an award when y'all decide what y'all are. Meaning, after y'all finish playing y'all games and somebody win, this make-believe debate, what will have been accomplished for the people? They got some money or something waiting for all of us if we sort this out? Or are we just playing Halloween? Nobody shoot me. I don't want to have to hurt nobody. That part. You see how y'all could get stuck on stupid for no reason? That part. Again, when did nationality become a thing of people? Nationality got to do with place. When those from Italy and Spain came over to the Americas, there wasn't no names on the place. They conquered, they named, and the people took that nationality. So you got white-looking Puerto Ricans all the way to ones that look like me. Even blacker. That part. And go to Haiti, same thing. Go to Jamaica, same thing. It don't matter what place you go to. The people there, white to black, they all have the same nationality. You know how that happened? Because nationality got to do with place, not people. People wasn't born out of places. They was born out of poom poom. That's vagina hole. And so searching for your nationality is like searching for what the colonizer classified you under. Meaning nationality is a game. It's how you make people separate and dumb. So they put y'all in different classifications. Meaning men conquer the land and they put everybody in different classifications. You this, you that, you this, you that. Then it's natural y'all want to compete and do whatever y'all do. Meaning they make fake race so y'all could stay stuck on stupid being racist against each other. That's why I told y'all. Racism starts with race. Once y'all identify with a race, you're a racism. You're a racist. Why? Because you're going to think your race better than every other race. You're going to say you don't believe that because you're not a racist. You're going to say, I don't think every race is, I think every race is equal, but my race is this. That's what you're going to say. But if that's what you believe, then you wouldn't care to claim a race. You claim your race because you view your race as your race. And everybody just naturally going to view their race as the best. In that, y'all going to compete and beef with one another. And have racist stereotypes come from race. You follow? Everything y'all despise, it come from race. This made up thing. You could say, no, we go back to the blood. Blood don't have writings in it. Get real. That part. There is no RH negative blood, RH positive blood. These is just terminologies that they use to discern the little small differences they see in bloods. They're really small. Micro differences. You need a microscope to see these differences in the blood, that is. The point I'm making is blood don't have names. You can name them whatever you want because it's made up. Just like places don't have names on it, men name them. And then the people in that place, they take on the name. But it's all fake. It's all colonizers' tricks to keep the people occupied and going against one another. So y'all be dumbed out how y'all are. And so now y'all having a never-ending debate. Black people, that is. And seeking out our nationality. No one told them there was a reward at the end of this quest, but somehow they said, no, we got to find our true nationality because that is the way to I don't know what, because nobody ever said what was the point. That's my mind. I don't know what the fuck y'all doing. I say they both playing Halloween, blood. Fuckers on that stuff. Amount of time niggas on that stuff. Blood, I don't know what they doing. Bullshitting around. But the point I'm making is after y'all accomplish all this nothing, then what? What's the reward? And we all decide, okay, we are Pan-Africa, this imaginary place that these greasy niggas made up. Then what? That part. Nothing. Y'all forgot that whole part. Y'all got lost on getting views, algorithms. Now let's start here. Because a panhead monkey, African, Pan-African, will come up to you and tell you, brother, you are African, Hotep. My thing is this. If you could look at me and be like, nigga, you African. Meaning, if you could look at me, nigga, and according to your eyeballs, you say, man, me and him the same. I need to wake him up. Nigga, what do I need a name for, nigga? If you could see that we the same, and I agree with you on that, why is we arguing about what our name is? Again, obviously Pan-African monkeys and Native American retards, they clearly see they're the same, but they just want to have this argument about the name. Again, this when you stupid. Again, you see how nationality works in separation? That make you dumb? Say, man, if y'all can see that y'all the same, why don't y'all just throw away the name? That seems like that's the problem. Y'all ain't in disagreements that y'all ain't the same. That's why you say these niggas is lost. They think we Indians. And these niggas say, man, them niggas lost. They think we Africans. In that y'all both clearly see, like, okay, we the same. We agree on that. But what we disagree on is this name. We don't make up names and shit. Last time I checked, colonizers named it Africa. Colonizers named this place America. But these niggas are really wise, so we have to find the name. It's okay that our eyeballs all working. We all can identify just with eyeball, like nigga, me and you the same. And nigga, them niggas is the same. Meaning nationality, that's simple. A Chinese nigga ain't got no problem identifying another Chinaman. Say, man, nigga the same. And none of you black people seem to have a problem identifying one another by eyeball sight. But when it get down to names, y'all will hawk that and say, let's argue about the true name of the people. Because after we establish the true name of the people, which is an old nationality that don't even hold no merit no more, say, we the Chickasaws, these niggas blood. Niggas don't want to be no new shit. I said, nah, we the old Africans, nigga. We the old ancient Egyptians, my nigga. Ain't nothing worse than a Hebrew Israelite. Them niggas read the Bible. They said, oh, these Hebrew Israelites, you know, these bum niggas that ain't got no place to live and shit. These immigrants, you know, these nomad niggas that's homeless. These slaves. The black Hebrew said, I figured it out. We're the slaves called the Hebrew Israelites. Are y'all following me? Meaning I sit, man, some of y'all laughing. I sit back, I say, man, these niggas sure is stupid. How can you pick up a good, interesting book? Harry Potter. Say, I figured it out, guys. Trust me. We're the Potters. The Harrys that Harrys, that is. I swear, if you're a native Indian, let me put on my y'all ain't taking me serious enough. I got to put on the Usaid crown. Y'all think this again? Okay, let's get this right. Let's start this over because, some of y'all new here, I'm a whole lot you. Let me get this together. No, it's a little polished. Sure is good. Now, where was I at? Oh, I was explaining how intelligent these brothers is. The Pan-Africans and the Native Indians. If you a Native Indigenous follower, you say, no, we the Chickasaws. Cherokee. Blackfeet. Okay, let me stop playing Blackfoot. I learned from the Christians, they get mad when I refer to Jesus as that nigga with all that spit on his face. They both said they spit on God. And Jesus is Jesus. That's Puerto Rican. So I say I know God, Puerto Rican. That's a new nationality. But they got him as a Puerto Rican named Jesus, hanging on a cross with all this spit on his face. So when I be talking to my peoples, I'll say, hey, what's the old dude name with the spit to be on his face that hang off the cross and whatnot? Christians getting mad at me. He's blaspheming Jesus. Blood, the text said they spit in the man's face. God. I said, that's a blasphemy. How dare they say God had spit? How dare they say God had spit on his face? What's up, different angles? Why you was bugging out yesterday? Or was that you? It don't matter. Now, if you Native Indigenous, you say, no, my nationality is a Cherokee, Chickasaw, Blackfeet, the Native Indigenous people that was here, they language ain't documented. Meaning colonizers come, they don't know their language. They don't document their language. What happened is they have to adopt the colonizers' language. And so Cherokee, Chickasaw, and Sioux, and all those old names, they come from the colonizers. You got to remember, the colonizers came here back in the 1500s. We wasn't even at Common English yet. I don't even know if we was at Old English yet. We was at Old German Norse tongue, don't nigga were pulling up talking about hear thee, King Arthur. The point I'm making is them names come from the colonizers, Cherokee, Chickasaw, and all that. You don't got eyeballs and see that? Y'all out here playing games, getting on my goddamn nerves, getting my lips all chapped and whatnot. Don't be getting me hot. They getting me hot, big baby. Nah, I'm going on that iced tea. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I was drinking that pure leaf. That shit's like coffee with peroxide after I got crack in it. I've been trying to get off that since I first told y'all Gold Peak got crack in it. I got addicted to it. I can't stop drinking it. It is not good for you. Bro. That shit turned my head gray. I'm like, that shit turned on my head gray. I was drinking it for 2 weeks. Now, like I said, Cherokee, Chickasaw, these names are not the names of the Native Indigenous people that were here before colonizers came. Because the colonizers are not documenting their language. They don't care about it. They give the colonizers their language. Now, during that time, like I said, we wasn't at modern day English. So a lot of those names, Cherokee, Chickasaw, Sioux, all of that, that's just early names they made up. Now, if you pull up a map of America before modern day, like during the 1500s tribe times, you'll see the tribal names in the place where all the states are. So in a modern day map, you see the state names. Chicago, New York, whatever. If you pull up an older map when it was on tribal times only, you'll see the tribe names in the same places as the state names. Those nationalities or tribe names got to do with place. That's just pre-nationality, meaning when they conquer the place. So before you get cities, you got to build a village, and a village got a tribe, like that. And when you look in a tribe, you're gonna see white chiefs, black chiefs. It's gonna look just like I said it is with nationality. It got to do with a place. So you're gonna see people white all the way to black claiming the same nationality. If you go before nationalities and you go to tribes, tribes just being a precursor to nationalities, you're gonna see what I said. White to black people in the tribe taking on the same tribal name. It's because the tribe name is just like the nationality. It got to do with the place, not the people. You seeking out your heritage and your nationality, you ain't gonna find your heritage through nationality. And you ain't gonna find nothing that got to do with your family through nationality, because nationality got to do with place. Nationality like the cops tell each other when they chasing drug dealers. They say, don't follow the money, follow the drugs. Y'all like that. Nationality like the money y'all follow, when the nationality that don't follow that. The drug money gonna lead you to the mayor's office. Nigga, you looking for drug dealers. You not looking to like see your higher ups, is you? Okay, then don't follow the money. That's gonna take you anywhere. You don't even wanna go down that rabbit hole, cat daddy. You don't wanna hurt your feelings, cat daddy. Just follow the drugs. It's gonna always lead to the drug dealer. You follow the money, your ass gonna end up in the courthouse at some judge's office talking about, why the hell did I follow this drug dealer's bag of money and it brought me here? Follow the drugs. Follow the money, you're gonna find yourself somewhere else. And follow nationality, you're gonna find yourself lost. Because that got to do with place, not people. They name the place and the people take on that name. Chickasaw, Sioux, these is just the early names of those areas, and whoever lived in that area, they took on that name. And then as things progressed further along and villages spread and became bigger to where they were cities, states, it just changed the name. And the people just take on that name instead. This is why wherever the Chickasaw territory is or was, they don't claim that there. You follow? What, Blackfoot is over in Mexico area, California area? I mean, they claim Mexican are they're Californian and American. Like that. Nationality is made up. So it's going to change all the time. Seeking self through nationality is like playing a game on self. Now, most do this, meaning y'all lost in algorithms, numerology. Y'all watch online, whoever got the biggest numbers, y'all say, yeah, brother's deep. Why? Y'all lost in theory, which is guesses, so much. Y'all be classifying niggas deep, forgetting that truth is wisdom. Accuracy. Not made up shit. When did that become? Because the brother have a good video topic that got to do with a yes. I'm just asking. Because this is how y'all learn and y'all be grown. I had somebody tell me, man, Dane Calloway deep, man, Harriet Tubman fake. I said, how? That's a theory. That's not a reality. That part. Now, y'all don't understand the Civil War. So, I get it. Y'all don't understand the beginnings of the electric train system. You know, Amtrak thing. Y'all don't remember the beginnings of this with the B&O railways, and that being constructed and built through the Appalachian Mountains and going from state to state, and it was the beginnings of all these things. And Harriet Tubman was around during that time. Do you follow? And so Harriet Tubman was a conductor. That wasn't a code word. She was a conductor for the new train system called B&O Railways. It should have taken you from New York, man, right on through to goddamn Virginia or something. She was a conductor. They were stealing slaves from the South because the North wanted all the slaves to come to the South and adopt the new way of living, which is how we live now, where you come get a social security number and a birth certificate and find yourself a slavery to do. Harriet Tubman's was being a conductor worker. Shit, yours might be like, I tell you, a telemarketer. But the way they seen it was the way on the north side is better than on the south. On the south, they still living on the plantation. That got to stop. Now, you can't convince a slave, hey, blood, why don't you leave here and come with me north? You could be free or fake free. You know, pick your own slavery and buy your own back house. And say, man, you lying. I ain't never been off this porch. So they just steal them. Meaning that's how you got the South like the North. Where in the South, they don't live on their plantation houses no more. They live like how we live, where you go to work and shit. Find yourself an apartment or something and pretend you free. But if you want to go to another country or something, you got to get a permission slip. I mean, a passport. You don't know what I'm talking about? Part. No, y'all not familiar with the Civil War. Y'all not familiar with all aspects of history. And that y'all say, man, Harriet Tubman had to be fake in the Underground Railroad. The Underground Railroad is the constructing of the B&O railways. Look it up. B&O railways. Look up when it was first constructed and started. Match the dates to Harriet Tubman times so you could see for yourself, oh, they're calling the Underground Railroad the new train systems that we have now. Back in the day, all the train systems ran over ground. They was wood. Never seen nothing like that go underground through mountains straight through to the next state. So call that the Underground Railroad. They say I work on the Underground Railroad. And so you know when you're dealing with the, think like Amtrak, you got the Amtrak or the Greyhound station. Like that. That's like the little slave houses or whatever they was calling the little stash houses where they were stashing the slaves. They just talking about that. I'm not putting anything into perspective. But the point I'm making is Harriet Tubman ain't fake. And that was just Dane Calloway's theory. He not dealing with reality. I don't think y'all get that. Meaning most of the people that y'all watching online ain't dealing with reality. They got cool, groovy theories. I ain't gonna knock y'all. White people been making up their theories, string theory, all kind of made up shit. So, theory away, but how y'all forgetting that's make believe still? Theory. Meaning, you niggas could barely get credit for shit now. You really think they gonna give an old black woman slave some credit for shit back in the day? When you niggas could barely get y'all just due credit now? Y'all got to get online crying and shit talking about, no, I made that. No! Oh, smiggled out. I say, look at these little Oompa Loompas. Always crying. always got a problem. You know why? Mind full of lie. Mind full of the wrong things. The point I'm making is, why would they give Harriet Tubman any glory for what? They don't give you niggas shit now. That part. And so you had a bunch of conductors that worked on the Underground Railroad, which was really the B&O railways. And every time they went south, they would steal slaves, bring them into the north, let them work and whatnot. This is what the war was over. They trying to make things come up to speed like how we live now. When the slave master, he like, nah, I don't get it. I got my slaves here. We export whatever product I got them slaving, and I just don't get it. Why do I need to join your goofy thing you got going when I got my heaven right here? And so you get it? That's your Harriet Tubman thing. Now you see how the migrants is coming into the cities now? The Trail of Tears Act was like that. Like I said, the indigenous tribes, they just pre-nationality. You get it? The precursor too. So now when they're taking all the slaves or tribes, and slaves is mixed in there too. Meaning when the South is over with, and now all the black people that's living South now coming north to get a job, they're like that. Like the migrants coming to the city now. And so this is how black people started getting, like it was racist against them. Where white people looking at you like, get the fuck out of here, don't walk on the road with me. When I'm walking down the street, you go in the street. That's how that happened. We coming off the plantation, still living the ancient way on the slave house way. But all that's over with. Now you got to come up to speed. And so a lot of us is coming to the north. This is why you may have heard like, yeah, my peoples was from North Carolina, but they came to Harlem. That's how this, like my grandma and them. They was down in South Carolina. Then around early 1900s, my grandma was born in 1939. And maybe she was born in Harlem, but her sisters wasn't. She said they was still out, you get it? In the South, she called it the tribe. She was like, they was still with the tribe when they, you know how the old people is. They got their own lingo. She was just basically telling me like, I was born in Harlem. They came like right before I was born. But she was talking about her sisters. They're a couple of years older than her. She was like, they was both born down there and down on South Carolina on the tribe. You gotta remember, back in the early 1900s, all the places y'all know in South Carolina ain't had no name yet. You get it? They still developing these places. Just like Georgia. Back in early 1900s, every place you know of in Georgia wasn't there yet. The place was there, but as far as the name go, they ain't really get established yet. And so the people from there, they just know about whatever they know it. Of course, before nationalities are, you know, the current names we have, you had the tribal names. So most people know it like that. I was on the tribe. When they came to the north, a lot of them was homeless and all that. You get it? Like how you see the migrants now. They don't know how this work. They just looking for work. And to try to fit in and go with the ways. This is how it was for a lot of us. And coming off the plantation and all that. And that's what all that Civil War was about. Making things how you see it now. As opposed to, you know, if that didn't happen, basically we'd still be on plantations. Instead of you being from whatever city you from, you'd be from like whatever plantation house. That was like the early state. The plantation master was the owner of the state. And you get it? The back house became the projects and all that. Meaning the plantation just became the whole state. And now the slave could pretend like he free. Instead of sleeping in the back house, he go find his own house. You get a nigga fake monopoly money, he could work for that, we'll give him some resources. I mean, everything y'all buy is just resources. But y'all got no access to the resources. Y'all ain't got no access to grow apple trees in y'all front yard. Y'all gotta go to the supermarket. And that y'all gotta go to work for that paper. You know, the monopoly game shit. So they put the game on y'all. We dumb as shit, so you get it? But the point I'm making is, a lot of the wisdom of the people y'all getting lost on, and I'm not knocking them, everybody gonna do what they gonna do if that's how they earning their income. Meaning if y'all intrigued by make-believe talk, so y'all gonna get make-believe talk. Do you get it? If you think nationality means something, even though it's made up, so hey, whatever. But I still want to get lost into it. Again, a Pan-African monkey and a fake native indigenous retard can clearly see they're both the same, but they let the name separate them. The Pan-African could see that the native indigenous person, we talking about black people. On one side they say we Indians, on the other side they say we Africans. But both sides could see that we the same. That's why the one side get mad at the other side and say, nigga, you a dumb, you lost. The Indians say the Pan-African head nigga's a fool. We ain't from Africa. We from here. The Pan-African monkey dudes say no, that Indian's a dummy. We African. I'm saying that so you could grasp both sides agree that they're the same. Their problem is the name. How your eyeballs tell you that's your brother, but you like, nah, I want to argue though about the name. That's like me and my sister argue when I say, man, we are mother children. And she say, no, we are daddy children. Then I be like, you lost. You with the white man. This is my voice for y'all when y'all get stupid. No, because you didn't agree with me. You down with the white man. I say, these monkeys done lost their fucking mind. They agree that each other look the same, so they the same. But they say, since you don't want to go with this name, you ain't my brother no more. I'm gonna tell everybody you down with the white people. Stop slandering each other over stupid disagreements on names. Y'all didn't even make up nation. Y'all dumb. Stop it. We got descendants coming. Y'all do know that, right? Meaning we all got kids. Can y'all stop acting like y'all dumb? I'm talking to Dane, Calloway, and the Pan-African monkeys. Can y'all all stop it? I'm sure y'all all got talent or something you niggas know how to do. Play the flute or something. Teach that. Y'all got people stuck on stupid. I just taught whoever came in here the Civil War in like 5 minutes. I ain't go through all of it, but just give them a perspective. You know, the Underground Railroad, that got to do with the beginnings of the trains and all that. The B&O railways, that was first. Of course, during them times, Harriet Tubman, she free. She like we are now. During slavery times, all of us would be called free slaves because we could just pick our own job. And all your friends from down south in Georgia, man, them niggas is slaves. But the north where you at, they trying to work that out. They trying to convince the plantation masters, listen, nigga, let your slaves go. We got a new way. We gonna bring you in the brotherhood, blood. You're tripping. Exportation still gonna happen. We still gonna be ruling the resources. We got fake monopoly money set up. Can you stop acting stupid? This is the one plantation master from the north telling the one from the south. Can you get up to this new speed, stupid? We got these cities set up. We got these social security numbers, meaning we got the numerology all set in place. Can you just go with the flow? The slave master in the south, he say, man, I ain't letting my slaves go. My slaves ain't going down north, nigga. What do you mean? They gonna stay right down yonder on my goddamn property, nigga. And if y'all come over here, I'm gonna get the shooting. So now you got the Civil War. The North trying to figure out how do we convince the dummies from the South that this shit is going smooth. These niggas don't even know they slaves no more, and everything even better. Like, we controlling them with mind, with psychology now, blood. We ain't beating these niggas up no more. That shit, they don't even work right like that. They work harder if you got fake game. They like games, my nigga. They kids. Put the game in place. They gonna work so hard. Just you gonna have more. And so the South ain't want to go too for it. I guess at some point they realize, okay, we losing. It don't make no sense to keep fighting about it. And so do you get it? Now the South is like the North. You go down there, you live like how we live, where you go find yourself a job. But if this was 1930, 1910, might have been a whole slave at that time. You got to understand, in 1950, there was still slaves in the South on the plantation. They abolished slavery in 1865 or whenever, but nigga, they made cocaine illegal a long time ago, but niggas is still moving that yayo. They stopped slavery in 1800s, great, but niggas is still putting Mexicans in shipping containers. Meaning even right now, people still getting sold. But we all know slavery is abolished. But that don't mean you might not have like a whole bunch of South Americans in the back of a trailer. Right? That part. Now, think 1900s. That's 35 years after they said slavery is abolished. You better know niggas is still moving slaves like nobody said nothing during that time. That law knew. Ain't nobody paying you no mind blood. I got slaves, whatever. We gonna argue about this for a while. I'm trying to appeal that. I don't like that. I have 1,500 slaves. Are you high? I mean, you had some slave masters. They was like John Candy, bruh. From Django. Nigga don't even live on the plane. He just pull up sometime. Like, oh shit, my shit looking good, big baby. That nigga living in the North. He just come down south to collect this shit. Slap a slave or two to make sure he still got it. He said, "Ooh, you see that hand still? I caught the slave, ain't even seen it coming. God damn, I'm going back north. My hands still work." Now, slave master's a nigga who export resources back to his home country. Niggas got corn here. That nigga got the slave system making corn like a motherfucker. And he sent all that shit back north. They got cocoa, nigga, they got coffee here. That was new. They said, oh shit, chocolate? What? Oh, we gonna make a killing in Europe with this shit. Get all this shit. Nigga, Starbucks blood. Meaning you wouldn't have no fucking Starbucks or nothing if colonizers ain't never found that cocoa bean. Came to America, they found the cacao bean. It's the cocoa bean, coffee bean, chocolate bean, y'all sweets. They said the native indigenous people was on a boat sailing back to Europe, and one bean fell out the bag and all their eyes fell to the ground. It like that was God that fell out the bag. Again, that's they sweets. They was stuck. Think like y'all a piece of snicker. Niggas say, ooh, I hope I can give me that. Starving on this boat, big baby. So they moving in that way. I hope y'all grasp, I'm trying to give it to y'all on realistic time. I don't want to give it to you like a retard reading out of a book. Put everything in real life perspective. They pulled up over here, snatched slaves up, because you got to remember, man getting sold at that time too. So you gonna steal people. That's a no-brainer. You can get hella money for a slave, my nigga. Again, slavery got abolished in 1865. That means you could have sold a person all the way up to there. No harm done. Meaning I could kidnap your ass and sell you. And I ain't breaking no law. People like domesticated pets. They like livestock. If you got sheep and goats, you could sell them if you want. If you got people, well, shit, nigga, you could sell them if you want. So that's what they was doing to us. They domesticating us with other races of man, making pets out of us. I got a black nigga with blue eyes, man. I got a black light-skinned nigga. He looked damn near white, but he black. I want more for that nigga, though. This how it would have been in the past. I got a black, strong-ass nigga with blue eyes. That nigga going for triple the price I sell all my other slaves for. I got a high yellow nigga. I mixed him with a Chinaman. You know, I bought some Chinese slaves. I mixed them black niggas with that. Nigga, I got me a Chinese-eyed nigga. I sold that nigga for more than I ever sold the nigga for in my life. That's how a slave master would have been talking back in them times. To each other. Man, nigga, you ain't gonna believe. They wouldn't have called each other nigga, but they would have been like, man, you wouldn't believe what I got for that last nigga that we made. Yeah. Domesticating people. Selling them, meaning the plantation master, he's selling slaves too. I'm sure it's a part of his property where he domesticating them. You think like a pit bull. You breeding your pit bull so you can sell them. You see, I got a blue nose. I mixed that joint with a red nose. I got some new shit, a purple nose pit. I'm selling that joint for triple what I sell the red noses for. Where you think that came from? People. And do that to people first. Meaning people was product first. And so, try and grasp. Slavery wasn't like, oh, white people just don't like black people. Nigga, people could be sold. Don't have your ass wandering around out this bitch after the sun go down, blood. Go to your tribe, go to your family, go wherever you go, because everybody is free game. You get it? Meaning selling slaves or people. Well, it's still done now. You got some niggas trying to sneak out of Mexico into America now, and they so desperate, they gonna get sold. They gonna be somebody's slave over here for quite a while till they get found again. Gonna ship they ass to, what's this dude name? Giselle. And you got the little private islands with the little girls on it. Forget his name that fast, but this is how all of that would have been. You got to know history accurate. I'm getting lost in the books, and a nigga saying that this ain't real. Like, you get it? I'm saying Wikipedia ain't real. Encyclopedia, that ain't the accurate way to look things up. You got to look it up like this. Start here. Whatever the hell y'all talking about is start with the colonizers. So, you get it? Meaning if somebody telling you, man, the encyclopedia ain't the accurate way to look things up. Blood, the encyclopedia is the Britannica. That's your Britain shit, your white man shit. Whatever y'all talking about come from him anyway. So how you hear some shit from somebody else, now you magically, you get it? It's like the Bible. Y'all will be like, no, that's not the legit way. Man, y'all wouldn't even know of the Bible if Spaniards ain't come over here and force it on y'all. While you sitting around lying, talking about the real Bible is this. Everything in history, everything documented in history, documented right, because white people want to remember their own shit, man. Y'all don't live in y'all own world. Y'all live in white man world, so the history is their own. Why? They got ancestors or descendants. And so, try to grasp. You can say whatever you want. No, y'all don't even document y'all own history now, so get real. There's somebody white document. Vlad is documenting your goofy ass niggas right now, so don't argue with me about nothing. Again, y'all don't document shit. Even now, again, Vlad is documenting your favorite rappers, not y'all, so shut the hell up. Nothing changed. And so, if you talking about nationalities and the proper way to look up nationalities, start with nationality got to do with colonizers conquering an area and naming it, and the people taking on that name in ignorance. Nationality have to do with places, not people in their bloodline. It got to do with the name of the place and anybody in that place taking that name. And so if you think you a Chickasaw, a Sioux, or any African nation, you're lost in the point of all the tricks that was put on the people. Meaning nationality is a trick. The numerologies y'all lost into, they tricks. You know how y'all be like lost on numbers. Whoever got high numbers, then y'all like, oh, they deep, they lit. But there's somebody behind the numbers. Y'all think online is some new thing where y'all all got a chance. Online is just a new business. Meaning back in my day, entertainment business, if you wanted to get in the entertainment business, you had to know somebody in the entertainment business. You could sell your shit all around the neighborhood all you want. It's only going to get as far as it get. And if you want access to that world stage, you better be finding some dick to suck and some ass to kiss. That's signing a deal with a major label. That's going to give you access to the world stage. Now, a lot of y'all convince yourself, man, YouTube let us skip over them. I can reach the world stage from YouTube. No, you can't. Whoever you see lit on YouTube, they under contract. Sorry, you stupid. And all you niggas that ain't under contract and you like, damn, I've been trying to get my YouTube channel lit for quite a while. I don't know why that shit ain't catching. You ain't never had a shot. It's just like the game was in the past. If you ain't under no contract, you can sell whatever little albums you can sell around your neighborhood, nigga. But if you want access to this world stage, do you follow? You watching, you might say, damn, Cameron's show got lit mad fast. Cameron already a part of the industry. He already know the corporations. An offer's already been passed around. If you get something going, let that go. Now you don't know no fucking body. You think in your mind, if I get lit enough, something gonna happen. But you not never gonna get lit. Your YouTube channel is just to a small geography. What you got? 10,000 followers? That part. No shit is just to 1,000 motherfuckers could possibly see your videos. And like that. Everybody on an algorithm. Meaning whoever has a YouTube channel, just do it like I always tell y'all do and reflect. Now you look at your channel and you look at the repetition in it. Then you're going to be like, damn, why my channel look like it's on a schedule out this motherfucker? You get it? Like that. It's keeping your numbers equal to your subscription number as much as it can. So you got 100,000 subscribers, so now your videos get 3,000 views here, 10,000 here, 15. You never go past your subscription. Maybe once in a blue, one to slip through two. That's why that's like that. Everybody's channel is controlled. You niggas have no chance to do nothing you think you do. The old system is the same thing. Just working through it the new way. Do you follow? And so, like that, y'all lost in the algorithms or the numerology. The number games. Meaning y'all think if I get lit or I get my numbers up and I go viral, then I'm on. You on when the corporation decide to sign a contract with you. And no corporation don't need you or know you. A bunch of motherfuckers could go lit and a bunch of niggas got talent. Who you know, nigga? I don't know nobody. I'm just a weirdo. Well, you will stay one. Like that. That's how YouTube works. You follow now? Or you still slow a little bit? This is for those of y'all with a lot of subscriptions all the way to y'all down with none. You get it now? Meaning you don't stand a chance. The shit is all rigged. Why would they give... Why would they cut their own hand off? Meaning, why would the music industry start a YouTube and shit and then cut their own hand off? I'm just asking. Oh, y'all think YouTube is ran by. Let me help you out. The music companies are the movie studios. Universal Movies own Universal Records, nigga. You follow? I hope you do. Because movies got to do with telecommunication. Thomas Edison thing. And that's owned by the government. And so the nigga you think own your record label was a whole goddamn FBI agent, and that's their private business called the music business, where they trap and bound stupid motherfuckers and lock them up and kill them off or whatever they want to do. And they been like that. That part. Sony Music is owned by Sony Movie Studios. Why you think a rapper went from rapping in the park and you don't know what he looked like to the nigga's a whole half a bootleg actor in his own bootleg movie called his music video? With nigga breakdance and shit through the robot. And have mad naked bitches in the back talking about, hey, you lit? How you think that happened? Because the movie studios that own these record companies said, we got to sell this movie. Put some chains on that nigga. That's how that happened. You think you a rapper? You just an actor with words, nigga. You just a nigga that act through means of words. I'm a Chi-Town savage. You making up shit. You selling movies, nigga. But it's a whole Hollywood thing. And so I'm just giving y'all a little juice. Y'all lost on numerology. Number games. You know how y'all got a social security number? How you live in the Mises maze? That's your city grid system. And how all the streets is numbers and your houses is all numbers and y'all bound to y'all blocks. Nigga sell dope on that block. He don't want to leave that shit for nothing. Stuck in the goddamn grid system, the numerology. You follow? They did experiments on mices in the past. This is before your little grid system that you live in. And they put the mices inside the mazes, and the mices couldn't find their way out. They was panicking and shit. Eventually, the mices learned the route, and they got out. Then they would go back into the maze and play around in there and come out because they knew their way out. So then the scientists said, let's put some food. Let's put some food in the maze. The mice are running the maze, snatch the food out the maze. They know the route, so they come out the maze. Stash the food wherever they choose. Then they noticed over time the mice stopped leaving the maze. They would sit around in the maze and just wait for the food to come in. It was too easy. And they would stash the food, the mice, in different parts of the maze. Never leaving the maze like they used to. And they just stay in the maze, go to their little stash and eat and play in the maze. And that's what that experiment on mice was for people. He said, okay, if we build a grid system like a maze, put numerology over it, you know, numbers, number of the streets, number of the houses, put numbers on these niggas too, you know, social security thing. They may become like the mices, meaning they won't leave their cities and go back to nature in the forest. They'll just stay bound to the city. Don't matter what you do to them. You can actually put a whole virus on these niggas. Name it COVID. They still won't leave. And by sure shit, was they not right? And so whenever you see them doing experiments on mices, bunny rabbits, or pigs, brace yourself, because that's for you. That part. A sorcerer is an ancient scientist. That's a name for a scientist in the past, a sorcerer. And that's why this nigga pull a bunny rabbit out the hat, because a motherfucking scientist always got a mice, a bunny rabbit, or a pig that he work on. That shit's his guinea pig. That's what he experiment on before he do it on a person. Again, they did the mice maze experiment. Then they put it on you niggas. It's called a city grid system. And now that young boy, he stand on that corner every day. If you tell that nigga, man, let's go somewhere else, blood. It's like pulling teeth. Everybody's stuck in their little maze. And they don't want to leave out it. Them niggas up the street won't beef with them niggas down the street. You follow? And y'all won't leave out y'all cities. Now, if you go back to nature, apples are still growing from trees. Vegetation is still growing. Nature's still providing all the resources that make for all the products we have for free. If you go upstate New York, all you're going to see is apple trees. You can pull over and pull an apple off any of them for free if you want. I wouldn't care if it's somebody's property. They probably wouldn't care. Yeah, you have one. There's apple trees in my neighborhood where I live now. The lady don't care if I pluck the goddamn apple off the tree. They gonna fall off. Meaning it's the city, so they don't care. They not gonna eat it. They gonna go to the supermarket for some reason. There's a cherry tree like 4-5 houses from me. Every summer, we pick the cherries off, eat them. Like that. The further away you get from the city center, there's food everywhere. Just like before. Meaning nature's providing. And go to the city, they stuck in a maze, they work for the paper, they go to the supermarket. If you tell them anything, like, bro, you a bum on the corner begging for change, you could just go into nature, chop down a tree, build up your own house, start yourself a life instead of standing on the corner begging. The bum will look at you like you're fucking stupid. Like that. Meaning y'all think all the territory is taken up, owned. Only thing owned is what's developed. Niggas can claim whatever they want, but you get it? Get it? You got countries arguing over territory now. Because they feel like, nigga, I was going to get to that. Wait. They say, nah, nigga. Your shit is your shit. Like what you already developed. You just taking shit. You can't pre-take shit. So this is developers argument. Nigga, get the fuck out of here, nigga. That ain't place ain't named yet. Yeah, I know your city stopped there, but you can't just claim shit, nigga. You can't just expand your shit for later, blood. I'm taking it. Like that. You go upstate New York, bro. A lot of people don't realize it. Meaning, if you somebody watching my video, you may be from Virginia or something. Atlanta. Your common person don't know Niagara Falls is in New York. Meaning Niagara Falls is a New York attraction. Some of y'all like, huh? That part. Y'all think New York City is New York. New York City is just New York City. New York City is just a city in New York State. Syracuse, Buffalo. This is where Niagara Falls is at. All of that's in New York State. Those are cities, just like New York City is one. Brooklyn, Manhattan, Bronx, that's not a city. These is just places that's in New York City. Harlem ain't its own place. It's a place in Manhattan. Meaning Harlem just a neighborhood. I know it's lit and you like, hold on, I thought Harlem was a whole city, blood like Compton. No, we way more realer than y'all. So just our neighborhoods measure up to y'all whole town. Like, again, if you from New York, you know Harlem ain't nothing but a neighborhood. That shit about a mile. Down south, people probably don't get it. They like, this nigga bugging. Harlem about a mile, nigga. 2 square. Harlem ain't nothing but a goddamn neighborhood in Manhattan. To be specific, it's just a neighborhood in uptown part of Manhattan. Not even the whole Manhattan, it's just a small neighborhood. That part. Half y'all like, man, I swore I thought Harlem, where Dipset come from, I thought that was a whole city. No. That's just a neighborhood. Nothing more. You get it? Now, you could drive 6-7 hours through New York, and you won't even Niagara Falls yet, man. There's land all between New York City and the ends of New York City, which is like right before you get to Canada. Y'all think all that territory is owned? Hell no. But it's like I said, if a nigga buy a lot, now he trying to expand his lot to the bare naked one next to him because he say ain't nobody there, so that's mine too. We're gonna do something there. They know they can get an argument too and say, well, hold up, I was gonna take that one. So, Yellowstone National Rainforest. Just imagine before colonizers came, the whole North America was just a bunch of different rainforests and their little connections to one another. And you got no cities nowhere, just rainforests and indigenous men living in it. Animals too. You follow? And the colonizers are developing their cities out of the resources of the forest. The same way they're doing now in South America with the Amazon rainforest, meaning the whole South America is the Amazon rainforest. And all the countries over there that you know of were built out of the rainforest. The rainforest is not a part of Brazil and runs through other countries. The rainforest is the whole continent, and these countries is carved out of it, and so that's why it appears like, you get it? This is why Yellowstone run through Idaho, Montana, and you get it? And it gives you the appearance like, okay, Montana, Idaho, and whatever other state. Yellowstone Park is in between all three of these. No, those states was built out of Yellowstone Park. The whole United States was built out of basically Yellowstone. I'm going to just call the whole rainforest that was the whole state Yellowstone. Of course, you still got huge rainforests. This is just the ecosystem. Over in Virginia and everywhere else y'all could think of. Over in Canada. You get it? Cities and states is built out of these things. Using the resources, the wood of the trees, and you get it? All the resources to build the city. All the states over here was built in that way. When they first came over here, it was just a rainforest. And they slowly carved and built all the states you know. Now, when y'all look at a map, it show you of all the states they built and it make it look like it take up the whole state, the whole United States, or the whole country. I keep saying state. It give you the appearance, if you're looking at a map, that all the states take up the whole country, known as the United States. Those states is only the places that have been developed in highways and tunnels in developed cities. Do you follow? Meaning they haven't even built the states what these are you know of. And they all connected by highway system, tunnels, all these things. Those 50 states, 52 states they made don't even take up half the space. You get it? So when y'all looking at a map, y'all like, this is all the space there is. There is no more like free land or forest land. You get it? In America. Y'all crazy. There's some more forest land or natural rainforest land still in North America than cities. Y'all are just lost in your highway systems. Meaning y'all don't never drift off course. That part. You a trucker. Your ass ain't never been riding on a highway for 4-5 hours and you just looking at the forest, but you never thought of it. You like, fuck it. That part. You might be a trucker going from state to state. You ain't never been driving and like, damn, where's this road I'm on at? I don't even see it. That part. It ain't developed. You ain't on developed territory no more. You in no man's land. Like that. There's more unclaimed space than territory already developed. But it's not presented to y'all because you get it. Developers and state and city owners, they gonna handle that when they get to it. They don't want y'all to be, you get it? They don't want y'all on there building up y'all whole life, and then they come along one day and say, yeah, we about to build this up. And have to be going to court with y'all over it, because this is what was happening in the past. When colonizers first came here, you figure in the 1900s, people are still fully aware, like, land is land. Can't nobody own no land. They just made that up. The same way they've been slowly making up all these laws they made here, they made that shit up. Again, remember, if you an indigenous person of this land, it's a rainforest. Man building up cities all around you. And he making up laws too. But he made them, you knowing, like he making this shit up as he go. And he making us have to get off our land and shit. In that, you got a clear perspective to say, man, we just gonna go over here. They making up shit, blood. Ain't nothing they could do. You get closer to these times, more cities built, so y'all say, nah, you can't do that. And y'all mind, shit, ain't even no land left. You gotta buy it from the state because they own all the land. Man, they own what's developed. Yeah, you got plots of land and acreage of land in states that have not been touched. But I'm not talking about those. I'm talking like, let's say you driving through New York, and between two towns there is a whole bunch of forest land that ain't claimed by neither state or county. But the perspective will be given to you that it's either or one of the other counties' land. But it's not. They be arguing over it. Nobody claimed it like that. And so we live a lie. Like I said, they building up the Amazon rainforest right now. Meaning they building new countries over there right now. Brazil and all the countries that you know over there, they was built out the rainforest. Every continent you could think of is just a rainforest. Until colonizers come and develop them. The European continent, it was developed before the American one. The American one, or the North American one, it was developed before the South American one. Shit, they hitting that up right now. And they doing work in Canada too. Canada rainforest. The smoke fires from the rainforest, that got to do with wars. Like Russia and China got beef with America. So they attacking all the places that's close to them. You get it? Meaning all the American places like Taiwan. It's near China, but it works with America. So they just fucking with Taiwan. You get it? Russia and Ukraine got a war. They just attacking Ukraine because Ukraine right next to them, but Ukraine technically deal with America and not Russia. So it's like showing your ass. Ukraine got their independence from Russia. Now they deal with America. You get it? Russia and China got a problem with America. So do you, grasp? Oh, y'all fuck with America, right? Y'all a little American little ally, right? Bomb they ass. Get them on out of here, nigga. We ain't playing with these niggas. We about to send a balloon over this shit. Canada is right next to Russia. A lot of y'all don't know the map. Russia is closer to North America than y'all can fathom. On the Canada side. Meaning Canada and North America. And they're like 10 miles from each. Walk from one to the other. I mean, you might have to get in a little boat and sail a little bit. But you get it? They close. And so Russia can bomb Canada because it's right near them. Like that. Russia's attacking Ukraine, which is American allies. Canada, they fuck with America. You get it? These two places is right near Russia. When you're dealing with China, Taiwan, they down with America, right? So you get it. They be threatening them and shit. Like that. America's being attacked, but they not telling y'all because ain't shit y'all could do anyway. What are y'all gonna do besides panic? Stop going to work and fuck up the economy. So now when smoke going through your city and that come from a missile they knocked off course and knocked that shit into the Canada rainforest. Again, there's missile attacks against America and other countries every day. But they got technology where they be intercepting it. Intercepting it meaning knock that shit off course into the fucking ocean somewhere. But sometimes you catch it too late. You like, fuck it, knock that shit off into the forest. Or it's gonna hit the city. That's what y'all just went through. And you say, damn, that smoke went through, fuck me up. They caught an attack. As opposed to telling y'all they hit us with a missile and we threw it off course, and then y'all panic, none of y'all go to work tomorrow. But ain't nothing y'all could do where y'all going. So now y'all just sitting around not going to work, panicking, but still here. Y'all American citizens, where can y'all go? Like that. So they say, what's the point of telling them anything? Just make up shit. You get it? They gonna let y'all know when it's over. Like, when countries go to war, the citizens don't know until it's over. Ukraine already knew they had a problem with Russia. They already was getting attacked, but you get it? They knocking shit off course, intercepting shit, and then they tell the citizens after it's over, yeah, we lost this war we forgot to tell y'all we was having. Do you get it? Again, Ukraine and Russia been had problems. But then it just seemed like one day Russia was invading Ukraine and the president of Ukraine was on TV crying, talking about, yeah, we losing. Blood, y'all been had a war, and you letting the people know now when you reach the point where you realize, yeah, it's over for us. Fuck it, tell them now. Let them panic now because it's over. America like that. America has been being attacked repeatedly. Meaning that day they probably done knocked off 3-4 attacks against us. But they coming in non-stop, blood. But they don't want to alarm y'all. What's the point? They don't know Americans is gangster. We'll get involved, blood. What you think we've been buying all these guns for, nigga? Let us know. This how most of y'all thinking. Y'all like, shit, they need to let us know because we down. Like, America different, blood. We ain't down to go to the army, but if it's on, it's on. Like, I ain't gonna sign up for the army, blood, but if they tell me, like, yo, we got beef with Russia, Russia niggas was running through, y'all already know niggas in the hood strapping up like, oh, I've been waiting for this day. I'm about to get me. We gonna be celebrating because, you know, black people stupid. We think we got a free time to kill and not go to jail. We like, oh, hell yeah, big baby. Our little babies be out there with guns talking about, yeah, I'm gonna shoot me somebody too. They never coming together. You niggas just out there waiting. They ain't going down there. Fuck. They don't even bring the war down there. They're like, fuck that. You already know if we go there, we gonna lose. They are insane, nigga. They say, blow the Twin Towers up. That ain't nowhere near the ghetto. Do not disturb them motherfuckers. They kill each other for fun. Just keep them out of it. The point I'm making is America, they supposed to tell us, like, nah, we being attacked. Your average American citizen, nigga really think he tough. He like, nah, blood. I saw Rocky, my nigga. We been had beef with... Some of y'all lost on TV. Y'all dumb as shit. Yeah, we been had beef with them niggas since Rocky, cuz. We gonna get them. And so I'm making a point. They don't have to keep us in the dark. But they do. But I get why. You know, you do have people that's gonna panic. And they ain't gonna do no good. Because ain't nothing y'all can do anyway. Meaning, where y'all going? So I guess they figure, shit, we got it under control as much as we can now. Meaning, if you think that was a forest fire, that blue smoke from state to state, you dumber than a motherfucker. Again. You think a forest fire, I'm sorry, I have to use the restroom. But if you think a forest fire gonna travel from state to state, like it's on the back of a plane, you crazy. Now give me 1 second. Hey, I'm back. Hopefully y'all grasp there's a lot going on in this world that y'all don't know about. But they keep it secret, so y'all don't be alarmed for no reason. Now, of course, y'all can click the title of the video. My links are there if you want to give back. Now, overall, the point is this. If you have a nationality, you for sure a slave. That's what a nationality is. It means the land's been conquered, cities been built, our countries, and you get it? Somehow your ancestors or you fell into that. In regards to us, our ancestors fell into that. We were born into the state, the country. We take on the nationality. Somehow we get lost, think that's our heritage. It ain't. It just got to do with place. Any African country you could think of, you got white people all the way to black people. That's their nationality, according to their documentation. If you say, no, that's a lie, or their documentation is a lie, the whole nationality thing is a lie. You're just a fool. Again, ain't no nationality you can name that don't go with a place. If you name it an ancient nationality, it go with an ancient place. That make you twice dumb. But it's like the Hebrew Israelites. They trying to convince all black people that we a nationality that don't even exist no more. They trying to convince black people that they a nationality that they read in the book. The book ain't even non-fiction. You can't classify the Bible as non-fiction because it ain't got no author. It's 66 separate books crunched into one. That part. Why is it in secret? Who wrote it? Don't worry about that. Just read it. It's the word of God, nigga. Like that. Y'all got y'all hands on some book and y'all said, I figured it out. Our nationality is this ancient nationality that don't even exist no more. That part. They say we the ancient Egyptians. That ain't gonna get you nowhere, champ. Nobody ID say I'm a Jew. Even the curly sideburn ones, they ID don't say Jew. A Jew is like a Christian. That's a religious nationality or a religious group. It's like a Christian saying my nationality is Christian. That's how black people is. Somehow they convince themselves if we find our proper nationality, then I don't know what. Ain't nobody telling me. Meaning y'all don't know either, but it's how we do. You get a whole goal in life, and then when you be like, all right, so what's the point when you reach it? Oh, I ain't get that far yet. Meaning after y'all convince everybody is one thing or the other, then what? If we all go today and say we Africans, then what? They got some money or something waiting for us? No. It's just an online game that y'all made up. Some of y'all grown. That part. In that, it's dumbing down the youth. It's dumbing our whole race down. Meaning y'all falling into the colonizer's tricks, monetizing off it, dumbing your own down though. That part. And so overall, we got to get out of nationalities. Meaning, if you got a nationality, that means you were part of a Babylon, a country or a city. And at some point in time, your indigenous ancestors was conquered. Their area of the forest. And they had to become citizens of the city. Your early cities was basically viewed as like prisons. And had the wall and all of that, and if your ass got caught, you was trapped in the goddamn city. And you was a slave of the city, and it had a king, and you was a slave, and that's that. And you had mad people trying to get their relatives back, like striking siege against the newly built city. They lost, but you get a whole native indigenous tribe that ain't even got no language or nothing that we understand. They trying to go to war with a whole city. They trying to get their little family member back that got kidnapped. Like I said, colonizers come, they kidnapping people. Because you could sell them. Or you could make a slave out of them on your land. Whatever you choose. When you're dealing with indigenous people or rainforests, those are not civilized people. They look at as animals. Meaning they have no birth certificate to no place. Because they from the rainforest. They walk around butt naked for the most part and live like the animals. Do you follow? And there's no rules in their jurisdiction, meaning you can die, you can kill them, or whatever. And so, colonizers pull up the rainforest or continents before they're developed, and get the kidnapping indigenous people and selling them and building cities and making some of them, citizens, domesticating them, mixed breeding them out. And so, hopefully y'all down. Griff Maddox said, one's down the street from my house, just like he said, they fall on the ground. I'm not sure what I said that far back. But America got a lot of attacks going up against it, but we don't. Like I said, they tell y'all anything. Keep y'all cool. But I'm just giving you that juice so you know, like, if we lose, you're not going to have no time to, like, prepare. Because they tell us shit. Use Ukraine as an example. They tell you shit when it's over for them. So if we lose any wars that's going on that y'all know nothing of, when we lose, is when they going to tell y'all. And you ain't going to have no preparation time. And so, take heed. Attacks is happening now. At some point, you get my point? Niggas might get overpowered. And y'all gonna see the news pop up like, yeah, America just got attacked. There's gonna be smoke coming through your neighborhood in the next 20 minutes. But this smoke is from a missile, and this shit toxic to the motherfucker. If you got a gas mask, use it. If you don't, God loves you. It's over. Literally like that. You see how the last time the smoke came through and you ain't really had no prep time. You like, what the fuck? Talking about the first smoke. Yeah, more smokes came after that day. That's just, residue or new attacks. But the first time, we ain't really had no warning. It just got, the sky turned red. You get my point? And then it was smoke blowing through the neighborhood. The point I'm making? Like that. If they throw a nuke over here, they gonna give us like a 2-hour warning, like, yeah, there's a nuclear missile coming this way and we can't intercept it. But they been knew last month. You get it? Meaning they been beefing with these people. You been knew like that could have happened. Or it was gonna happen at some point. You banking that you intercepted, but you can't. So now you like, well, let's tell them now. What? And so, just take that little bit of info, put it in your back pocket, and you can think a little clearer now. Because some of y'all really lost. You like, no, it was a fire. But they don't tell y'all the truth about nothing. So you ain't never got to question, like, if what they told you was the truth. And the news is just a TV show, blood. The news ain't real. You get it? TV's supposed to look real. That's why. Nothing real. YouTube ain't real, blood. Like that. I mean that. Whatever y'all hearing on the news, it ain't real. The news is competing with television shows and everything else on TV. So you get my point? They'll make up a story. Whatever. This is why you have people, when certain attacks happen, they be like, that was fake, and some of those people was actors. The news still a part of Hollywood, so you can't lose your perspective. You get me? So, meaning it's still a part of the corporations, broadcasting a show. So, 24 said, I'm in Indonesia. Please, salam to Indonesia. It's over there going through. Niggas start talking about God bless America. That nigga that going through it. Whenever you hear nigga giving up to God, he going through shit, man. You get away from him, blood. He got bad luck. Tell him, blood, I don't think dude with the spit hanging off his face can be able to save you from this one. That's Jesus to Christians. Fucking God got spit hanging off his damn face, dude. How your God got beat up and lost the war between good and evil when he strung up on a cross with spit hanging off his face? And they talking about he gonna come back and save us. Nigga, they fucked him. Nigga, they fucked Jesus up. Stop playing with me, blood. Y'all live in the afterlife. This shit over, man. God lost. Now, they got just some man, so you get it, it ain't nothing real. They playing games. You know how man do against his own. Make a whole religion and tell you it's fake. In God's name we pray, amen. Nigga, y'all worship man. Stop playing with me. Your God is a goddamn man with spit hanging off his face. He on a cross. Don't tell me you don't worship man. Jesus come from old times when Jay was silent. Nigga, Jesus' real name is Isis. Amen. He another ancient Egyptian deity like Isis is. That's Isis. They playing tricks on you niggas is slow and shit. Nigga, God ain't no man with spit dripping off his face, hanging off no goddamn cross like a lamb chop full of barbecue sauce. How you grown and don't know that? How you got a whole religion where God lost, nigga, and you talking about, no, I don't worship the devil. Nigga, who you worshiping? Because in your religion, you're disrespecting the shit out of God when you say he got beat up and shit. He a whole man that got beat up. When you reduce God to a man, yeah, you being disrespectful. In the past, this was called blasphemy. When you say stupid, dumb shit about God. Whether you say you did it or somebody else, if you got some dumb shit to say about God, you're a blasphemer. Meaning you somebody that's on some Satan shit. You denouncing God. A Christian in the daytime don't understand that. When you say God is a lamb, a baby back rib, talking about he gave us bread and said, eat it, it's me, it's my flesh, drink my blood too. This ain't satanic, just drink my blood. You pull up into the Christian church, they drinking wine, they say this is the blood of the lamb. I say, yeah, you niggas is vampires. I don't know what the fuck y'all I don't know what y'all smoking, but do y'all got some peanut butter and jelly for them crackers? Because I'm sure is hungry. I pull up to church, I get right. I always go on the Passover. For grape juice and crackers, I bring my own peanut butter and jelly. And I get busy. Y'all pass y'all crackers on down, yeah? Whoever don't want they crackers. Whoever don't want they crackers, pass them things on down here. Put your juice in my container. You know, grape juice is expensive. Get all the free ones I can. Nah, if you a Christian, I'm just playing with you. I'm teasing you the same way y'all be teasing God. A lion talking about he got beat up and spit on him. Then got the nerve to get mad at me when I be like, you worship old dude with the spit on his face. They talking about who? Jesus. The nigga y'all say got beat the fuck up and spit on. Who else you think I'm talking about? Who else got beat up and spit on? That part. They mad at me because they got text saying they God got beat up and spit all in the face. Then when I say, oh, dude, that had to spit on his face. They say, man, Solace, you disrespecting God. How? The text say he has spit in his face. Now, of course, if you know real wisdom, you know the Spirit of God is the seminal fluid substance. You know, that yolky white semen. And we all start as that. Meaning all life forms start as their substance. Seminal fluid is like spit. That's why in ancient Egypt they say like, Geb spit man into existence. So, in certain ancient texts like Semitic texts, they say like, man started as the spit of God. God spat. In Islam it say Allah made man out of a clot or an oily drop. Speaking of the seminal fluid, even if you a woman, you started as semen coming out your daddy's balls. That's where the sperm cells are. They raised up from their dead state, and you need it. That's why I say like Jesus is the Lord and Savior. But God is that substance, that spirit, not no greasy ass nigga with spit on his face hanging up on a cross dead. And whoever wrote the Bible, they just had cold penmanship. So they say, yeah, seminal fluid, this is, you know, the Lord of hosts. This is the Spirit of God. It looks like spit. They spit on... they spit on God! Like that. The nigga was just cold-blooded with the pen. He probably was an early rapper. His metaphor game was up to par. But ain't nobody spitting on God, you dumb fucking fool. You think God of the whole created universe is a damn man? If God of the universe is a man, you should just kill yourself, man. You definitely in some shit. That part. Now try to convince this to a Christian. Tell him, listen, man, God ain't no man. You got to have a half a brain to know that. And he damn sure ain't a lamb chop, nigga. They think God a lamb. They think because they believe in cannibalism. You get it? A sacrilege. That's what their religion is, a sacrilege. When you eat people. If I'm lying, then why is God on the steak that you cook animals on? Meaning a crucifix is a steak. And back in the day, they didn't have stoves. You had to cook shit over open fire. You take the steak, you stick it in the animal's ass, it come out their throat. You put them over the fire and turn it. Sometimes you bust them open, you spread the animal out on a crucifix. That's a steak too. And you throw that over the fire, you do the same thing. They still cook animals this way now. Either by a steak or crucifix. So the religion say, yeah, our God is a lamb. Look at him on that crucifix. We gonna kill him the day before Passover, because the Passover is when we eat meat, nigga. If you lost, the Passover is the day that Jews eat meat. Preferably lamb chops, nigga. And that's why that man was on that cross. Because that nigga was dinner. The barbecue sauce on him, wipe that spit off his face, and you got a good fucking meal. They still eat people. I don't know if y'all know that. Meat is meat. Once you take the skin off, meat. That part. And so, man, the top of the food chain, so his meat the best. You think man meat ain't better than dirty, filthy cow, nigga? That part. Niggas is eating babies, man. That's the best meat you gonna get. That's like a baby lamb. But of course, a human is cleaner than a lamb, nigga, so fry that up. Good food. Some barbecue sauce. Y'all think I'm playing. Outside of cities, people eat people, but meat is animal. You gotta hunt meat. Meat is animal. Man is qualified to be that too. And so do you get it? Even in the cities, y'all eat human meat. Meaning people die. Your city, your state, they collect the dead. Man, you think your supermarket don't ever run out of meat? Don't you think all the fucking animals will be dead already, nigga? I'm gonna say it again, nigga. When your supermarket ran out of food? When it ran out of meat? Because meat is dead animals. So you tell me when they ran out of meat? Never, right? It ain't that many animals in the fucking world. You know how many supermarkets it is in life? These shits always stocked up on meat. How many animals are there? Niggas die every day. And y'all go see y'all loved ones in the funeral home, y'all say, damn, that don't even look like them blood. It don't even look like no meat under that skin. And it ain't. Your fucking loved one is in the supermarket, we eating that. That's how you dispose of the dead. Fork and knife. That's good. Grandma was delicious. Some of y'all like, that's disgusting. Well, how you supposed to get rid of the dead then? Because the last time I checked, a life of killing party and the eating party. If you lived out in nature, that's how your end gonna come. You're gonna get ate. And this is just a life bringing everything back together. You know, we all born separately as individuals, but then we all kill each other and eat each other and shit. You know, men eat the animals eat whatever they eat, everything, just eat everything until everything has consumed everything back to one. The beauty of life. Everything was one, now it's separate, and just eat away. And we'll be one again. So the Satan is working. And the whole is working too. Bring everything back together and you get it. That's life if you grasp things on a real level. And so, it's easy to hide in ground beef. I mean, y'all got shit like my baloney got a first name, nigga. Oscar. Yeah. Oscar. I don't want to hold you, blood. Y'all not paying attention. My baloney got a first name. It's Oscar. Nigga, that's Oscar from down the street. That's little Oscar in them. Yeah. They was having a little gang savage wars. One of them died, nigga. Now that baloney got her first name. Oscar. And so y'all better stop. Y'all better stop paying attention. Don't laugh too much at this truth, big baby. I'm just trying to wrap it all up in there and serve it to you fast. You know, they gonna flag this shit up. They flag every video I release. So y'all better get it while y'all can. When they flag it, that mean they throw it out the rotation. So if you don't know about my channel and just come to it yourself, you'll never find me. So you better grasp all this up. But like I said, Christianity and the God in it, it's just about man worship. That's why they say in Jesus' name we pray, amen. You know, amen. Men. Mankind. Worship man. If a Christian tell you we don't worship man, then just ask them. Ain't Jesus a man according to y'all? Y'all depict him like that. And y'all say he a flesh and blood man that walked the earth. And they crucified him. That's a man. They gonna say no, but that was God though. Cool. That's still a man. So they God is a man. But if you tell them, nigga, you just worship man, the devil, they won't argue with you. You save their whole life, they mad at you. I say, yeah, they on that stuff for sure. You ain't gotta question that, cat daddy. And so if you a Christian, you might want to find something else to be. I don't mean like a Muslim or nothing. I mean like you might want to find truth of self. And those of y'all seeking nationalities, you may want to do the same. Find truth of yourself. You think finding your nationality, what that gonna do for you? Your mama and daddy could have been a crackhead. You not. What the fuck do they life got to do with you? Nothing. And so what do your ancestors got to do with you? Nothing. They did. You got to find your way, and you better get to that. While you're playing gang member. Because that's all I see when I see Pan-Africans and Native Americans and y'all playing gang member games online. The nerd way. Meaning y'all not doing drive-bys on each other. The Pan-Africans ain't doing drive-bys on the black Indians. And vice versa. These niggas is getting online talking about flagged them. Trolled them. They're like retarded, man. What are y'all doing? Get real. And so, if you young, you might not want to fall into all that dumbness. I know you like these people, you think they stars, but they star them based on your dumb. Star dumb. They get the star, you get the dumb. Salami. That means peace. So it's the same with wisdom. You just at the dumb stage now. You got to make your way to the wise part. Dumb is just the first stage of wisdom. A lot of y'all been in that stage for quite some time. Left back, whatever you want to call it. But you get it. You somewhere at least. You ain't in no man's land. You're at the dumb stage. Get it up a little bit. Get rid of nationality out your mind. If you believe you have a nationality, then you better for sure believe you a goddamn slave. And I bet you got a birth certificate, a social security number, you're a slave every day at a 9 to 5, and everything else that go with a slave. And so first start by removing nationality out your mind. That's something that colonizers come. This is people that come to unknown territory, develop it up, and enslave the animals and people there. And so if you got a nationality, your ancestors or you got caught up in that. And parading around talking about I'm this nationality or that nationality just mean you a slave. You're definitely a slave in the brain if you actually think it's cute. People would have to be forced to say they was this nationality or that nationality. Toby got to do with nationality. Meaning Kunte Kinte, that fake shit, him getting whipped and called Toby, that got to do with nationality. Not so much your name. Slaves ain't have names. I'm sorry, y'all think they did. They had master's last name. Meaning that was his property. They didn't need a first name. They was going to get sold. What do you need the name for? Nigga's going to get changed. Again, what do you need a name for if I'm about to sell your ass next week or sometime this month? They going to rename you, nigga. Ain't no need for you to get stuck on a name. That part. And so that had to do with nationality. Nigga, you ain't from Africa no more, nigga. You are from whatever we named this place. We beating your ass. We ain't developed it up yet, but we doing that now. And you get your mind prepared and groomed into saying that's what you is. When he pulled up the Puerto Rico area, it wasn't named Puerto Rico. And that's exactly how it went. And you niggas better start getting y'all mind groomed into saying y'all whatever this place name is. Now, the place went through many different changes of names because nationality made up like I said. So if one king conquered the next king land, he just changed the name. Then them people, they be like, this our nationality now. They play dumb like they don't know it's just made up names. This how y'all do now. No, it ain't made up, Silas. It's made up. Even the Native American names, they're made up. Native American, a Native Indian, this is just somebody that has been conquered. Meaning indigenous people run around in the rainforest butt naked. They have no names. They just in their family tribe. It's a bunch of them. But they're all in their little separate families. This is indigenous people. They can't even breed with other groups of people or other tribes. They're like the reverse of us. You can't have sex with your sister because that's incest and that shit's gonna be strange. The baby gonna be deformed. They're like that. They can't have sex with outsiders. They can only have sex with their own tribe, which is their own family. They all got the same blood. They all look the same. So when you see indigenous people, they all look the same. The men and the women in the tribe. Once they get colonized or have contact and they get mixed bread, then they look different from one another. Then they have civilization. You may see them with a poncho or something on, like that. They're slowly getting groomed into the new civilized ways. Before that, like I said, indigenous people can only have sex with their own selves. It's like a blood thing. You get my point? If you lost Native Americans, our indigenous people was here. Like how I'm explaining them. And colonizers came and they was mixed breeding with them, killing them. Again, colonizers was having sex with them and they was dying. They can't deal with outsiders. They're indigenous. Just like a civilized person, which is a domesticated indigenous person. Think like a wild animal and then the pet version of it. An indigenous person is like a wild man. Has no civilization, no names, none of that. They ain't got no streets to have like a name. Wild man is domesticated or turned into a pet. This is you niggas. Y'all got shirts on and shit. You get my point? Like that. And so, when that happens, y'all all domesticated and mixed in there. So y'all can't just have sex with y'all own. They gotta be mixed. Meaning man have to spread himself thin. That's how he reproduce. You follow? Meaning y'all can't have sex with y'all brothers and sisters. Y'all have to have sex with strangers. Indigenous people, they have to have sex with their brothers and sisters, the family. If they have sex with strangers, they'll die. And this is why they all look the same. Brown. Brown. No beard, no mustache, just plain. And they're usually butt naked. And they may have a thong or something on where they tie their penis up so it don't be dragging all over the forest. You know, you running through the forest, that dick might get caught on a branch or something. And you be through. So get a little twig and tie that, that ding-a-ling up. But that's the most civilization you gonna see out of them, is the dick tied up. You might have like a thong on, like I said, so no crumbs go in their asshole, because you gotta worry about shit like that when you out in the forest. If something go in that dick hole of that asshole, remember you got ants and shit out there. They don't care that that's your asshole. An ant will crawl in your asshole. In your dick hole. So they have to be smart. They tie that up. Make sure they got a string of some sort going across that asshole. And you get it? And they maneuver through the forest and handle their handle until they get eaten eventually, like everything in life. Meaning, if you didn't live in the Babylon, you would die by getting ate. Whatever, if your tribe had a war with another tribe and they win, y'all all dinner. Every day, everything in the forest wake up and goes hunting. There's no store. They have to get food. Every day, everything is in the forest looking to hunt. If there's a beef, you get it? If me and you have a problem and I kill you in that moment, I'm going to eat you. Your food still. Meaning it could be by mistake. We had a little problem. I had to kill you. To leave you there would be dumb. Again, this is not the city. There is no store. If you want meat, you have to hunt it. If you want vegetation, nigga, it's wintertime, you're assed out. You ain't a farmer. What you gonna do? Mind you, man is meat no different than animal when you ain't in a city. In the city, man is special. And everything else ain't shit. In nature, nigga, man got the same fair shot everything else got. And he gonna be eating like everything else. Either by his own tribe, because he old in age, meaning you don't leave your loved one. Y'all don't get how this go. The grandma die, grandma gets skinned, she get filleted up, little rice get made, meaning that grandma got ass cheeks, it's like filet mignon steak. When a loved one died, it's the best meal you ever had. Saddest one too. Do you get it? You got a pet animal while you got this herd of bears that be coming through y'all tribe ever so often, and one of them die. Y'all and the bears eat them. Y'all fillet it up. The bear will let you if he got a relationship with y'all, because they like cooked food too. That shit good. I mean, you give an animal candy, they gonna want more. They ain't no different than us, my nigga. Once you fuck up their diet, they like, nah, I like that. Meaning, once you give your pet regular human food, you got a pet. That part. They like, nigga, fuck that bullshit. Let me get some more of that steak and rice. I had a friend that had a dog. She had to buy that shit steak and rice every day from the Spanish store. They had these big $5 plates we used to buy. Steak, rice, a little plantains and shit. I lot of you not. She had to feed the dog like she feed her own self. We go get Spanish food, the dog got it. The dog got his own plate too. Nigga sitting there eating a real plate of Spanish food, it won't eat no dog food. She fucked up the diet. Making a point, they ain't really no different than us. And so out in nature, if one tribe have a war with the other tribe, whoever get killed, they eating that. That's meat. They might salvage some for later, however they do. But everything in nature get ate. Everything. Meaning a lot of y'all always ask that question, what's the proper way of burial, Solace? I don't want to tell y'all because y'all don't want to hear it. Like, everything get ate. You've been in the city too long. You forgot reality. Ain't no laws. A man made that up. You get it? That part. Ain't nobody supposed to come get you dead. Why they do that? Supermarket need meat. Before cities was built, your loved one was gonna get eaten. That's why they don't view it no way. Meaning if y'all wasn't in the city and y'all loved one died, y'all eat them. If you wondering like, so why they put our loved ones in the supermarket? The dead get disposed of by eating. Sorry you don't know that. And the higher up on the body, the more luxurious the delicacy. You get it? If all you got to eat is grass, meaning in the past, if you was a vegan, that let people know your status. The same with the animals. The animals that's vegans, they not predators. They weak. They only vegans, because like I said, they not predators. Who they challenging? Who they killing? Nobody. So they reduced to the reduced diet. And you graze the grass on your hands and knees, and that's that. And so it's the same with anybody. A farmer, anybody who was weak, have to eat the reduced diet. What do you want? What do you want somebody to do? I don't want to eat grass anymore. I want some meat. You got to get up and go hunt it. I don't want to kill. Meat for predators, man. You can't. You can't want the luxurious meal, but you're too weak for it. And whatever you eat, you are. So you a vegan, you mean you pray. If a man come along after night, make sure you with your tribe, because they will eat you. They seen you eating grass. Like that. It's a status thing. You're dealing with, the body of an animal or a man, so. Your royalty, they get to eat up the brain, the eyes, the ears, the tongue. You feel me? The breast, the higher parts of the body. Slaves, man, they eating chicken feet. And you get it? Pig booty. Ox ass. Oxtails, ox ass. That's how all that happened. Like, you get it? Even in the daytime. Meaning your royal families, man, when they have their dinners, they're eating like eyeballs, brains of whatever it is you like. I'm sure that seems nasty to you, even though you eat the booty, the thigh. Man like that, meaning man stupid as hell. It'll be like, Chinese niggas eat dogs. Nigga, you eat cows. Oh yeah, so what? That's different. I say, yeah, man, stupid as fuck, man. He will insult a motherfucker and be in the worst condition. Like, again, y'all, Chinese people eat dogs. They nasty. Nigga, you eat dirty ass cows and all kind of shit, nigga. What are you talking about? What other meat is you getting, nigga? Y'all think that microwave meat is real? Man, you niggas think those vegan burgers is real food? That ain't. Vegan product food ain't real food. It ain't real vegetables. A vegan want to pretend like they don't want meat, but all they products is fake meat products. A turkey bacon, vegan bacon, vegan burger. Nigga, ain't no vegetable burgers. Burgers don't grow on fucking vegetation, nigga. If you want meat, stop playing games. Cause now you're making fake fucking food. Meaning if you a vegan, I know you think you healthy, you don't even eat real food. Again, a vegan burger ain't no real meat, and it damn sure ain't no real vegetable, nigga. Unless you about to show me the hamburger tree. Where the hamburger tree at? That part. It's like medicine. You tell a nigga in the daytime, nigga, you worse than a nigga that's on drugs. Nigga, you take fake drugs. Pills is chemicals that act as drugs. That part. Niggas be lost. They think the imitation product is the goddamn real deal. Again, if you take pills, ain't no pill tree. I didn't see the pill tree next to the apple tree where white little pills. Niggas is lost. But if you on medicine, real medicine is drugs. It come from a plant source. Marijuana, cocaine, heroin, these are plants. They're illegal because you niggas ain't allowed to have real shit. It's only for the rulers. It ain't enough for you, nigga. Do you get it? I'm being real now. It ain't enough for the good shit for you niggas. You don't need to ask for it. You want good drugs because you sick? Take your ass to the fake store called the pharmacy and you get you some chemicals that's put together that work somewhat like the drug. You gonna be sick and fucked up afterwards, but who cares, nigga? You need to die anyway because we need that meat. Supermarket getting thin. We need that bone marrow, nigga. Meaning a human body worth about 250,000. Some of y'all could sell y'all own dead loved ones, nigga, online. But the government is, after they put that meat in the supermarket, they gonna clean that bone marrow out. A bone marrow go for a lot of money. Google. How much is bones? How much is human bone marrow? How much is a human kidney? How much is a human heart? Then you gonna see like, oh shit, Solid's right. If I could find a way to keep my grandmother's dead body, she wouldn't have had to leave me in her will. Her body was the will. See how cold-blooded that is? You leave your whole body to your loved ones. You telling me you sell my kidneys over in Iran, I already got that plugged in for you. They gonna give you $500,000 for that. You got bone marrow, maybe about 36,000 for the kneecaps. Well, your family already know when he die. That part. The parts of his body that have use beyond eating get sold. The body is gold. The body got every precious metal you could think of it. The spine is the metals. That part. The cervical part of the spine, C1 through C7, these is your different states of copper. C1 through C7 vertebrae. Copper. T12 T1 through T12, this is your thoracic part of the spine. I'm here at about there. That's your tens, your different states of tens. Your coppers going into your tens. You get it? The lumbar part of your spine. L1 through L5, these is your legs. Of course, beneath the lumbar part of the spine, you got the sacrum, S1 through S5, this is your silvers. And the coccyx is your mercury. Central brain, your gold. The spine work like an electrical output. The copper, which is at the top of the spine, is the opposite as the silver. That's the sacrum. Cervical part of the spine is copper. The sacrum, which is the bottom, silver. You get it? Beneath the copper, you got tin. Its opposite metal, lead. That part. Your golds and silvers. If you understand electricity, you turn on. You go off. Like that. When you understand the body, that part. Your loved one ain't gotta leave you money for papers. That part. You can get money off your dead like your state is. Because I know y'all don't think that's y'all dead loved ones in them caskets. That's just they goddamn skin wrapped over whatever. Bone costs too much to throw it in the ground. Meaning the city of Babylon, that shit is it's a deep place. That's why those ancient books like the Bible, they tell you avoid Babylons. Your ass will be dinner. And so I'll come back and do a video explaining nature, because I see y'all real disconnected from it. Meaning most of y'all think that's what's when your loved one died, a coroner supposed to come. And live in a fake place called the city. Made fake rules and all kind of shit. Say murder is a sin. Life is murder. Life is the first kill. In nature, that boy gonna have to have his first kill, or he gonna be starving out this bitch. Do you get it? Like that. That's all there is in nature. The first kill. In the moment of contact of that kill. And everybody got to come along or your ass is dead. And in the family hoping you can come along. Life is a harsh thing, but you get it? You gonna be or you gonna be. Meaning you gonna be prey or you gonna be predator, nigga. You gonna be somebody food or you gonna be eaten. There ain't no police station you can run to or nothing. Meaning nature real. Nigga up the block bothering you, nobody can save you. What you gonna do? That part you gotta face him. But eat that motherfucker. Tastes good. Put some barbecue sauce. I just read. Put some barbecue sauce on blood and eat it. Now, of course, if that happened and you had to conquer him and y'all had a fight and you had to kill him, because all fights in nature end in death. Ain't no... You get it? That life is killing. And everything gonna have its moment of first kill. In nature. You talking to animals, anything. That part. That's like puberty. First kill. And so grasping that, you know what your loved one is, a prey or a predator. If it's prey, you try to keep it safe as much as you can, but you already know the end result of prey. One day you ain't gonna be able to watch, you're gonna get ate. So just enjoy them while you can. Hopefully they get strong, but you knowing that's the end result. And you knowing that's the end result for everybody, even if you don't die. However you die, it's going to end in you getting ate. If you get killed by your ops, they going to skin you and take the meat from you and cook it and eat you. They going to mix some potatoes and rice with it, and they going to have the best meal they ever had. The cleanest meal they ever had, because animals is all furry and dirty. Like I said, man top of the food chain. And say man tastes like veal. Black man. White man tastes like pork. And every different race of man tastes like a different kind of meat. White man tastes like pork or chicken. They meat. Remember, they don't got all the melanin we got, so they meat ain't necessarily red like ours. It's more like fish. A white person like fish, my nigga. So like that, different man tastes different like different animal. But all the animals that qualify as beef, they taste similar. And all the animals that qualify as poultry, chickens, ducks, they taste similar. Man like that. Their meat is all similar. Meaning the dark ones, their meat is like veal. They say black people meat is like veal on steak. I guess I would be like steak. But a black ass nigga, he like luxurious veal. You know? Some of the best meat you gonna get on the planet. He's so black. That shit gonna be red and juicy. Fry that up, you like, ooh, where's the barbecue sauce? Me, my meat, I'm light skinned, my meat like filet mignon. Now you get to a white person, they meat like chicken, duck, pork, fish. You get it? Like that. Chinese people, they say don't eat them. They like catfish. Just playing. Chinese people are scavengers. They eat any fucking thing. So you're not supposed to eat a Chinaman. That nigga's like a frog, blood. You don't eat. Nigga, inside's all fucked up. You don't eat. If you Chinese, I'm just messing with you, man. Take it down. But all different race of men, you get it? They meet different. This life, everything would be, eaten. So, like I said, I'm gonna come back and give y'all a deep video on nature. But overall, if you black, try to get off the nationality stuff. That's all fake. Y'all sitting still and stagnant. And all it's doing is keeping y'all separated. You get my point? Meaning if you a Native American, or you one of the American Indian, Native Indian followers, and you black, and you think that's our nationality. And then you got those that think our nationality is the Pan-African. Y'all, both sides agree that we are one people. That's why y'all be arguing with each other, calling the other side dumb. But you only calling them dumb because they won't take this name that you got from a damn colonizer yourself. On the one side, the native Indians, meaning the black people that think we Indians, they just taking the first names given by the colonizers. When them niggas pulled up speaking in Old Norse, Old English tongue, hear ye. Like that, y'all lost on them names. Other blacks, they think our names got to do with Africa. So, y'all staying separate because of one thing. It's called nationality names. Meaning both sides agree that they just one people. That's why they get mad at each other for not going with the name they want. You think if they was mature, they would say, well, shit, the only thing keeping us separate truly is the name. If we can abandon these names, which ain't got nothing to do with nothing except that a nigga is a slave. But if we can abandon the names, we wouldn't have nothing to argue about. All of us still being fully aware that we the same people. Y'all act like a name is what's gonna make us people, even though y'all eyeballs weren't good enough. That's why y'all be walking up on niggas talking about, I need to wake you up, brother. We the Africans. Or if you're a native indigenous, you walk right up on people. You don't ask them their nationality. You look at them, you know they you. You say, yeah, I need to wake you up, brother. If your eyeballs can let you know that that's your brother, and they eyeballs look at you and say, yeah, I can see you the same as me, why you need to go to names now? What you need the name for? If my eyes could tell me you me, why is we arguing about a name for it, nigga? We both clear that we one people. Meaning I'm not confused. I can clearly look and say, okay, Umar Johnson and all these Pan-African niggas, they all the same race I am. That part. And I'm sure they look at me, they say, yeah, Salah's black. His mama black, his sister black. They got dreadlocks. He black. No, he not mixed with nothing. The nigga's black. But I don't say we African. Do you get my point? So now we not brothers. You follow? Same with the Indians. Because they don't go with Pan-African, now they not down with their brothers. Now, if you grasp nationality was a ploy to separate the people, then you can see how it works so good. Again, the wise man told you nationality is something colonizers instilled on the people so that the people could be separate, like a basketball team thing. You on this side, you on that side, and that y'all gonna argue. Again, you fast forward to now, y'all are fully aware that y'all are same people, but y'all would rather just argue about the name. Whether we have a name or not, if I'm familiar that you my brother, you think I need my sister name? You think I need any family member name? Meaning I see the family member, I say, yeah, that's my sister, but let me check her ID first. Would any of you do that? Again, if you see one of your loved ones, would you see them and be like, that's them, but it's not real unless I see their ID and it says like our family name? Or would you say it wouldn't matter, they might have changed their name, but I know what my family look like, blood. That's my people. That part. If y'all can identify each other by eye, you don't even need to go into the names. You get it? Meaning everybody in life can identify their own race just by eyesight. Yet y'all keep getting lost into names. If we don't agree on a name, then we can't be brothers. Why? We're both fully clear from eyesight that we the same. So what do we need the name for? What would it matter? If the name is causing us to argue, we can just get rid of that. That would be the problem. Who we are got to do with our appearance. If it's clear through eyesight that we're brothers, what are we talking about names for? That part. Y'all fell for the dumb shit. Now y'all online only separated by nationality. Fully aware who your brother is and who your race is. But because you niggas don't want to agree on the name, now y'all gotta be separate. And this is why I don't fuck with either side. Y'all the same. There's stagnance in the black race. I'll say it again, I don't fuck with either side. Why? Because y'all are the stagnants and the separation in the race. Otherwise, who is? That part. Don't say he who don't take the nationality, because the nationality is what's causing the problem. It's why you niggas been debating for 8 years and still ain't get a winner yet. Helping to keep your own people stuck and dumb. Year after year debating on nationalities, never getting to a conclusion. That part. And so this argument go on before I was born. I'm 41 with gray hair, and this argument go before my mama was born. That part. You talking about y'all helping to keep us stagnant? Beyond what y'all can fathom. And so, fully grasp. Niggas selling you on nationality, he's selling you on... He brainwashed under white man doctrination. Where he think nationality real, he forget it's just made up. White man conquered the land and made that up. And if they changed the name of America now, all y'all IDs and things would change. Y'all would be something new. That part. part is fake. Your family history got to do with your family, not a nationality. A nationality got to do with the name of a place. That part. You searching for nationality, you searching for place, not people. People in that place gonna fall from white to black and all have the same nationality. Because nationality got to do with place. And so you see how y'all seeking out truth by means of lie. You trying to find yourself by your way of a lie called nationality. That part. And so hopefully y'all all grasp. Wise one.